All right.
Chibinator.
All right. Photosynthetic is the author, and this is the last one of their SCP works we get to read. Not sure about tales and all that stuff. Yeah, no, it's okay. Photosynthetic. If you do see this, I appreciate your work, and I hope you're doing well. The last work we had of yours was 2108, another one that took forever. Like that was like forever ago. 500 SCPs behind, which was it was like it was like some sort of I forgot. I don't think it was a plant.
Yeah.
But it was something that would make you like basically be able to see all the spectrums of colors in the light. Yeah, like it's a ray of light changing your DNA. Like it also affects you. Like it literally like boom and like and you just become different.
Oh my god.
Well,
okay.
It's very like it's been a while, but it's a very complex one, and I did like that one.
Yeah. I recognize the carnivorous blanket though.
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty famous one.
Yeah. So again, photosynthetic. We appreciate your work, and you wrote Fire Season. All right. It looks. Oh, that's way shorter, man.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Yep.
It won't take me too long. So I will be probably back before you get to the blanks and the footnotes and all that.
Alright, so I'll just continue on as it is.
Yeah, well.
So you guys, you are now stuck with me. It should be good. So, here we go. We are now on item 2697, level 2 restricted. Containment class, Euclid. Disruption class, Kenneck. Risk class, Warning. Special containment procedures. A partial security fence has been constructed 50 meters from the edge of SCP-2697. The entire watershed is to remain closed to the public on the pretext of being a former live fire range for the nearby Mountain Home Air Force Base. Intruders are to be apprehended by Foundation agents disguised as U.S. Bureau of Land Management personnel, warned of the dangers of an unexploded ordnance and turned away. If necessary, Class C amnestics may be used to deter persistent exploration attempts. Hey, now that I hear you fully, you kind of sound like Loki. That's fantastic.
That's a good compliment.
Oh, I love that.
So where are we?
Alright, so, we've just finished the first paragraph.
Yeah.
When a wildfire begins inside SCP-2697, all personnel are to leave the area immediately. Non-portable equipment and structures are to be abandoned and rebuilt only after the fire. No firefighting attempt is to last longer than 12 hours. Any persons or objects left inside 2697 after this period must be considered lost and allowed to burn. See Incident Report 2697-433 for explanation. Agents embedded in the National Interagency Fire Center are to ensure that SCP-2697 fires are not targeted for civilian firefighting. These personnel are also to assist the ongoing information suppression and disinformation campaigns that prevent public discovery of the anomaly. In the event of an SCP-2697-1 activity, the project's lead is to be notified immediately. Should 2697's response fail to quell the activity, Procedure 98 Miramichi is to be enacted at the project lead's discretion.
Alright.
Description. SCP-2697 is the watershed of Upper Creek, a minor tributary of the river located in the Jarbidge Mountains of north-central Nevada. The drainage's land area is approximately 150 square kilometers. Its vegetation consists largely of mixed shrub, steppe, and sparse juniper forest, with scattered aspen groves on north-facing slopes. All organisms and structures native to the watershed are considered members of SCP-2697. Footnote, i.e. for living organisms born inside 2697 and belonging to a species that evolved in or dispersed naturally into 2697's ecoregion, or for non-living objects having originated within the borders without sapient interference. See document 2697 CL2 for lists of confirmed taxa and objects.
All right.
Wait, which one will we
Yeah.
here? Brilliant. As is typical of the area, 2697 is at high risk of wildfires in late summer. However, the fire regime in 2697 is anomalous in several aspects. First, the entirety of 2697 invariably burns each year. 100% of its land surface has been subject to active surface and crown fires every year since at least 1952.
It's just Australia.
Right. And soil core samples suggest comprehensive annual fires for at least the past 10,000 years.
All right.
Continuous monitoring began in 1952.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. The majority of these fires are attributable to natural causes such as lightning strikes, but 30%, plus minus 6%, begin with catastrophic auto-ignition by an individual native organism.
That must be wild. Like, you just come here and you see a watershed and it's just done out of nowhere. It's like,
neither wet weather, active fire suppression, nor anoxic conditions inhibits this effect, and firefighting is largely ineffective. Unfortunately for SCP-2697's environs, fires originating inside the watershed rarely spread more than 30 meters past its borders. While fire frequency and severity in drainages adjacent to SCP-2697 is no greater than in similar habitats 50 kilometers distant. Secondly, wildfires in SCP-2697 have minimal effects on its native organisms and structures. These objects catch fire and burn, but suffer relatively minimal injury, losing no more than 10% of the total mass to burn damage. Living organisms show no sign of distress while burning. Animals ignore the flames completely.
God damn, okay.
Oh my god, these are tough bastards. Damage that would ordinarily impair an organism's bodily functions or an object's structural integrity does not cause any apparent disability or instability. Footnote 4. Animals injured by SCP-2697 wildfires have, however, been observed rubbing damaged body parts in wildfire ash. Preliminary evidence suggests that this behavior further accelerates healing.
Alright, there we go.
Furthermore, over a period of 3 to 20 days after the fire subsides, all damage caused to native organisms and structures is always anomalously repaired. Living organisms heal with abnormal speed, while non-living objects revert gradually to their pre-fire condition.
Oh, so literally
Don't
fire
do
happens
shit.
and then you just kind of like sit there like you're like the dog like this is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
and then the fire
Or-
goes away and you just heal back up.
Yeah, or if it's not fine, you're like, I gotta rub in some ash,
God,
man.
just gotta get
I'm
some ash.
itchy.
Get some ash on me, bro.
Woo. Okay, so
Thirdly,
thirdly,
down here.
these same wildfires are disproportionately destructive to non-native influences. SCP-2697 wildfires ignite all objects not native to 2697 and quickly destroy them. Any and every entity originating outside 2697 is affected, including those composed of ordinarily non-flammable materials such as metal, asbestos, and fire-retardant foam. Non-native objects and organisms that avoid ignition become unusually attractive to the local wildlife. The longer an unburned non-native object persists inside the anomaly's boundaries, the more the native fauna will tend to approach it, attempting to touch it and thereby spread the fire already affecting them. 100% of these encounters have so far ended either in non-native object's destruction or its withdrawal from 2697. Strike that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
See Incident Report 2697-433. Oh, wait.
There we go.
Yes. Non-native material destroyed by 2697 wildfires is converted to fine ash and charcoal, identifiable after the fact as burnt stem and leaf tissue of Bromus tectorum. Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Data expunged. See document 2697-2784. Cheatgrass, an invasive weed. It is highly flammable during the dry summer months, and its growth is generally encouraged by fire, producing positive feedback loops that can lead to complete habitat
There's a
transformation.
footnote on this one, eh?
Yeah. SCP 2697-1 is an object of unknown origin and properties located at an estimated depth of 23 meters beneath the confluence of Upper Creek and its largest tributary stream. Two streams converge less than 50 meters from the geometric center of 2697. It appears as an amorphous mass, approximately 3 meters in diameter, with a filiform extension, roughly 20 centimeters in diameter, that reaches upwards to a depth of 90 centimeters, just below the soil bedrock boundary.
So it's like little like that means roughly.
Yeah,
Right here?
about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never knew like how to like say it.
It's about
Okay.
about 20 centimeters.
Okay.
It is significantly harder than the surrounding bedrock and opaque to all conventional scanning techniques. Unusually high environmental concentrations of argon and cobalt associated with -1 suggests some relation to SCP-697. Does not display similar toxicity or conversion processes, but see Incident Report 2697-433.
That's a lot of incident report.
Yeah, that's a lot of incidences here.
I mean, to be fair, it does say like the fire will always happen, so it makes sense that they have a lot of incident reports.
Fair, right? Wait, go up
No,
a little.
that's it,
Oh,
like right here.
analysis of fracture patterns in the stone surrounding 2697-1 indicates that it's reached its current location about 10,000 years ago through abrupt spatial displacement. The arrival violently ruptured the bedrock and caused significant geological disruption through 2697. Certain fissures thus created still contain small amounts of cobalt-bearing residue, although surrounding charcoal deposits suggest that most of the substance was destroyed by the fire shortly after being deposited.
Okay.
Incident 2697-436 on 14th 4th 2000.
I would say like 2000, and I do the stencil and it's just teen.
Yeah,
Cause like
2010. Yeah.
yeah.
Some-
I know there's 11 and 12, but
Yeah, right.
the majority of the numbers are in the teen.
Exactly. Some 2 months before the beginning of its normal fire season, SCP-2697 underwent comprehensive auto-ignition. Every native organism and structure inside 2697 ignited, beginning with those directly above 2697-1 and radiating rapidly outwards to the precise boundaries of the watershed. Simultaneously, seismographs at the 2697 monitoring stations recorded a single sharp earthquake tremor of Richter magnitude 4.6. Post-incident examination.
Is 4.6 like what's the highest, like 6?
No, I think
8?
I don't quite know. I think it's around like an 8 or a 9. But yeah, like 4.6 is an average earthquake. It's still pretty strong.
Okay, yeah.
post-incident examination of the available evidence suggests that these events were immediately preceded by 2697-1 releasing approximately 40 liters of an unidentified liquid, which was forced through the bedrock fissures and up into the soil of 2697.
Is that liquid potentially like gas? That's why there's always like a ignition of fire.
Most of the substance was immediately destroyed by fire, but the remaining residues were found to be rich in cobalt and argon-bearing compounds, and to have anomalous transformative properties very closely analogs to those of SCP-697. Extrapolation from these residues suggests that if even 5 liters of the original substance had reached the surface stream, it could have completely converted the river basin's ecosystem within 6 weeks. Research into possible links to SCP-697 has been raised to high priority. Individuals with level 4 clearance may refer to document 2697-27A4, summaries and discussion of the currently available data.
That's one.
Yes. Incident 2697-690. On 7/2010, Foundation assets with the U.S. Forest Service began investigating a series of unusually intense fires in... Reports had indicated that these fires, which would normally require considerable firefighting resources to contain, had all self-extinguished upon reaching the boundary of the watershed. Preliminary data suggests a strong resemblance to the 2697 phenomenon, including tests in which production of Bromus tectorum seedlings provoked a response comparable to that observed in Incident 2697-436. The current 2697 project lead has requested authorization for a comprehensive survey of the American West for additional 2697 instances. This request is currently pending O5 review.
This was hell, you know. I'm telling you right now, Australia would love if the forest fires that they have would just heal everything instead of,
Oh yeah.
kill everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the thing, is in Australia, you'll find a lot of nature there is actually made for forest fires. It's like Cape Town.
Yeah.
But it's just at the level they were getting it at.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, apparently these fires are caused by the forest defense against some eldritch thing below it. That might be why the liquid is like being poured into the bedrock. Burning it and suffocating it with burning and drowning it.
Hey, you gotta start
You ain't coming out here, boy!
Burn! Burn, bitch, and drown.
We ain't gonna let you come out here. We don't take kindly to your types around here.
We don't take kindly to your types. Oh, great one communing human vibe.
Hey, don't read the title out loud yet. I'm not there yet.